Extra, a lot like Hitman, Agent 47, story about genetically altered assassin.
映画に行きたい気分です。楽しみにしています。
With Jesse Eisenberg and Kristen Stewart as a couple of stoner hippie types who really aren't. Apparently they're working for the government, but the Jesse character, he had his mind wiped, I guess you could call it. And they gave him an anxiety attack, so he'd stay put in a certain town, and if he tried to leave his home or the town, he would have these anxiety attacks and end up almost crippled by them. And it apparently was effective because he became a drug addict in order to overcome the situation he was in. To a point it worked. The Kristen Stewart character, she was an agent in place as a handler, somebody to watch over him, keep him out of trouble or keep him out of problems. But she was actually truly in love with him as well, and came to his assistance. So the story's about a CIA, not the director of the CIA, but one of the underlings decides that he's going to cancel the program and kill this Eisenberg character, who was working in a convenience store at the time, completely unaware of who he was or the fact that he was just a drug addict who got genetically changed or had his mind changed. And so his handler found out about the director of the CIA, contacted her and told her that the Eisenberg character was going to be killed, just out of courtesy. She took it one up on that to go warn him, to wake him out of his sleeper agent status, not really realizing that wasn't going to happen unless there was a tremendous amount of stress. And that's a funny scene when she meets up with him in the convenience store and tries to talk, wake him up by saying a phrase or words that are supposed to activate him, but they don't activate him. It was the stress that actually activated him. Stress of being killed by the assassins that actually activated him as an agent. So he finds out from there, slowly and surely as the movie progresses. It becomes lame after that point, that he's actually this altered guy, and the one he thought was his girlfriend, which he loses faith with as the movie progresses, is actually his handler, but she's actually is his girlfriend. So in the end they team up together, they conquer the bad guys, and all's well that ends well, except for the CIA underling who tried to commit the assassination without acting on his own, who bungled it and got it, in fact came down with the measles, a CIA term. He was assassinated by the CIA director for bungling it up, keeping it press-worthy information. This film is really good until you reach the middle point, and then it just becomes a lame action movie that doesn't really work. But I like the fact that the main assassin in this film, he's known as Laughter, because he's crazy, psycho, complete psycho. He's also been through the program having his mind and abilities enhanced, and apparently he was just some kind of psycho they got out of jail to commit, they use him to commit these murders. But in the end, this guy doesn't get killed or isn't killed, and he's just, the Eisenberg character just lets him go. That was different. I like that part. It's different in the way that the bad guy usually dies at the end, but didn't die at the end in this one. Not much to say here. It's kind of a mediocre movie. I noticed in the audience that the fan base for Jesse Eisenberg and Kristen Stewart, I noticed that they have a fan base who actually showed up for this movie and were very vocal and loud in their comments about it. They enjoyed it very much. Nothing plays on through the credits, so as soon as they start rolling, you can leave if you want. You won't miss anything. Yeah, I did like the beginning. It was quite humorous, quite funny watching him slowly discover who he was as the action progressed. And the mistakes that he was making, like one scene, he had a fight in the jail with the laughing guy, and he was beating the laughing guy was beating the hell out of both of them. But the Eisenberg character took the girl and they closed the cell, locking the the assassin inside the cell. And then Eisenberg's character looks down at the floor and he says, "Oh, the gun," and he points to it, and suddenly the hitman has his weapon back. And then there's a part where they're escaping the prison after they lock the laughter guy up inside a cell. The Eisenberg character and his girlfriend start running away, but the assassin comes out and she can't run after him. She's got a chair stuck to her leg with handcuffs. So she's inconvenienced trying to follow them under the jailhouse. The Eisenberg character and Kristen character running across the parking lot, and the assassin comes out with the chair still attached to her leg, and she yells out to them, "Wait." And the Eisenberg character stops him. He's such a nice guy. He stops running from them, turns around, and starts walking towards her like, what do you want? She throws a grenade at them. He catches it in the air, throws it back, but it was funny as hell. I would recommend this if you just want a few laughs, but really there's not much here in this movie. If you're a fan of these two actors, then go right ahead.